Hello, guys. Good morning. Welcome to Climax TV. My name is Clement, bringing you the live reaction between Crystal Palace versus Liverpool. Here's my biggest takeaway from the game. Enjoy this video, share this video, uh, give it notification. Always subscribe to this channel. Let's dive into this. So, the game, Crystal Palace versus Liverpool, very, very entertaining game. Watch it. It's going to be one of the best game of the season. For Liverpool, always the same, playing very, very with a lot of attacking with their usual playing style, always in the forefront of the game, trying to pressing hard, and just trying to make sure to create a lot of chances, which eventually it didn't really materialize. Came out strongly. Their midfield, there was no Thiago Alcantara suffering from a hamstring injury. Is going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks. That's going to be one of the key issues facing for Jurgen Klopp because there is no they don't they lack the clinical passes that normally comes from the middle of the park by Thiago and Cantara. They're going to miss him very, very much in this you know opening weeks of the premierships. So Crystal Palace, they came out very, very strongly, and they were set up very, very good tactically. Patrick Vieira, the coach, the way he set up his team yesterday was very, very good. They sit back, soak the pressure. Liverpool couldn't really they didn't really create clinical chances. They were just playing it in the middle of the park, trying to go through Salah. Sometimes, most of the time, which is okay, which is because Salah is one of the best players in the world, but they couldn't really get the final ball right through the middle, and it was very, very difficult for them because the middle of the park was always very, very full and jam packed, so there was no really space for them to operate. Then Alexander Arnold, he tried with his normal passes, but they could not really give anything, just their clear cut chances on target were not really there, and it was very, very difficult game for Liverpool because they didn't get the right balls, the right clinical passes from the midfield, and I think also the formation that club started with also was not. I mean, I'm not saying about the formation, but the players he started with was not very, very good in the middle of the park. He started with uh, what's it called, Elliot, and then Fabinho. Who was the other guy? Lineup. Elliot, Fabinho, and James Mina. So James Mina, he can only do so much. His legs are behind him already because he's one of the oldest guys now in the Premiership. So Darwin Nunez, silly for him to get the red card at the beginning of the second half. That was a very, very silly move. I think he actually cost them the game. They would have come back to equalize and then get the winning goal eventually because they were playing most of the second half with 10 men, which really didn't help their cause, trying to mastermind a comeback to win the game. So Crystal Palace, Wilfred Zaha scored one of the most beautiful goals he's going to score in his career, right straight to the middle, and then just placing it in the far corner. So it was a very, very nice goal. They sat back, counter attack, and the game was really, really interesting. Liverpool tried at the end, trying to counter through the middle, trying to when you couldn't realize they were playing down with 10 men because they were still full on attacking, trying to get the win. So, but eventually they settled with a draw, which I think for now Liverpool two draws out of 2 games is not really what they want. But at least I think they will take it because these games came in. The teams just sit back now and you know soak down the pressure and trying to hit them with the break, which I think also their defense is a little bit shaky. That they started with also this Phillips. So I've not heard of him before. So I think he's one of the newest signing. So I think going forward they will have to eventually try to penetrate through the middle much more, because trying to go through the side is a little bit. Salah is playing for me. I think Salah is playing too wide. He's coming down too wide. Is too far from the middle. I think they should choke his attack a little bit, because trying to beat one or two players before he can get into the box is too stressful for him. I think that because he has played a lot of games like that, I think he doesn't have that sharpness, that quickness that he used to have 2 or 3 seasons ago, when everything was just falling to him, and he was scoring so many good goals. So let me dive into the stats of the game. Also, this Nigerian guy, Eze, he played very very nice. He played like he was his movement was superb. And he played very very. I have to give him kudos as well. He's the Nigerian, so we have to promote our players sometimes. So it was very very good for. His performance was very very good, and also I cannot talk too much about Zaha. He had one chance where he's supposed to have scored the goal. That would have been the death blow for Liverpool, if he had converted that chance that he missed, that hit the bar. So let's go to the stats of the game. So they had Liverpool. They were full of attack, 24 shots, with Crystal Palace only registered 7 shots on target. They didn't really hit so many shots on target. They missed so many wide open shots. They just blasted it over the bar. Sometimes some of them not even close to the goalkeeper. Shot on target was relatively low from 24 shots, only 4. Then the Crystal Palace had three shots on target. Ball possession, Liverpool is going to control the bulk of possession, which was 73 to 27. Then completed passes. Overall total is Liverpool recorded 741. Then Crystal Palace with 274. Passes accuracy, Liverpool with 87%, while Crystal Palace with 68%. Foul committed 8 for Crystal Palace, 7 for Liverpool. Yellow card, 4 for Crystal Palace, 2 for uh, Liverpool. Red card, Darwin Nunez, silly challenge, the offside. And the corner, I'm relatively shocked. The Liverpool had only very fewer corners in this game, because the game it was too choke for them in the Crystal Palace defense. They didn't really give too much away, and it was really really suffocating for Liverpool. They didn't have the man who's going to give them that final touch on the final third of the attack. So Darwin Nunez, his game was relatively good, because he had some chances which he didn't really take full advantage of the chances, and he ended up committing, you know, the silly challenge. Head booted one of the defenders that made him that got him the red card. So that's my takeaway from the game. See you later with my next video that's going to be coming up. Subscribe to this channel. Bye bye.